Well, on Saturday over at the Columbia Green Community College, there is going to be a very interesting a reading, and the title of it is Years in the Sky. And if I start explaining it, you guys know me, I'm going to jack it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the director, who has been kind enough to come into the studio and speak to us today, Stewart J. Zully, he's already explained it off to me off mic, and I was kind of like rolling around on the floor. Let's talk about Years of the Sky and what's it about.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks for having me here. Years of Sky is a play written by Barbara Blattner. What it is that at Columbia Green, we started something this year called the Columbia Green Playwright Project 2013. And we received scripts from around the country commemorating the 50th anniversary of the passing of JFK. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but in 1963, November 22nd, we know where we were if we're that old.
Yeah, unfortunately I do, yes.
Yeah. So we decided to receive scripts commemorating this, and this was one of those scripts, and this one is incredible. It's called Years of Sky, and it actually, a month or two ago, it was done in New York City at a theater 59 East 59th Street. So it had a workshop production down there, and we're doing a reading Saturday night with local actors Michael Banks, Emmett Ferris, and Kristen Youngblood. And just a quick synopsis of the story. It is a young couple, teenagers, in 1963, and the guy is black and the girl is white, and they are waiting for Kennedy at Dealey Plaza in Dallas, and they're excited that the president is coming, but they're also excited because tonight they're going to spend, or they hope to spend the night together. Now, they can't hold hands. They can't even be seen together, basically, in public.
This is Dallas, 1963.
Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
You know, they don't go for that sort of thing down there. So, but during the course of that scene, they're hopefully going to get together. You know, they're talking about it, and they're all excited. And just as they're sort of coming together and they're holding each other's hand, etc., and the president is coming around the bend, it's blackout. And the scene is over, and we know what happened during the blackout.
Right.
And then the next scene, they haven't seen one another for 5 years. He ran away that night, and she went off to college. She's been trying to contact him, and so she comes to see him in 1968. He's working at his father's lamp store, and in the interim, he's gone very radical, and he's following Malcolm X, and he's not as passive as he was before, and he's working for his dad, who is a follower of Martin Luther King, hardworking man, and they of course have their conflicts. And then this young white girl walks in the door, and the night before, Bobby Kennedy was shot. So
the plot thickens.
The plot thickens, yeah. So you know, she's knocked out. She was actually working for Bobby Kennedy, and she's come back to see him after these 5 years, and they have a great scene together with the father coming in and out of the store, and it's tremendous tension. It's really great drama, and that scene ends, and there's a bit of a blow up. And then it's intermission, and the next scene after intermission is 24 years later. And in that time, he's gotten married. He's got 2 kids. She got married, and they went off on their own way. And I look at the play. You know, one of the highlights that we had when we were campaigning to get scripts was, we know where we were then. Mm-hmm. Where are we now?
Yeah,
and so it is interesting now from a standpoint of obviously now we have a black man in the president's office, mm-hmm. and a lot of people wonder whether or not that's actually helped race relations. Has not. I mean, it's an issue. Now, this script and this story deals with where we were then, 1963, and the difficulties of just even holding hands in public, to what has occurred since then. And it just speaks, to me, it speaks of forgiveness. It speaks of missed opportunities. They really love each other. These are just two star-crossed lovers, to steal a line from somebody. What was his name again? Shakespeare. That's right. And so
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. And so that's the story with these two, which is it's just an unfortunate situation, and it sort of was sparked by the death of JFK.
And he already told me that if he tells me how it ends, he'll have to kill me. So
yes.
So you'll have to actually make your way down there.
Yeah.
Where in Columbia Green Community College is it going to be?
It's actually in the big theater. It's the Arts Center Theater, and we have a telephone number. Can I?
Yeah, sure, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Telephone number, website, everything.
518-828-4181, and the extension is 3344. It's $6 general admission, and for students and seniors, it's $4. So
and it's coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday at 7:30. We've done readings at Columbia Green before, and but this one is special because of just this heightened drama and the search that we did. We had scripts coming in from everywhere.
Yeah, now, I wanted to. I can't let you go without asking about that part.
Right.
From the beginning, your project is you ask for scripts.
Right.
And then people send them in.
Yes.
And then you go ahead. You tell me what happens.
Yeah. Well, I've produced plays before. I did a one-act festival in Los Angeles, and when I first got started, I put an ad out in an American Theater magazine. That was 20 years ago. And I received a ton of scripts. Everybody's got a script. And so with this, I went through a group called the Dramatists Guild of America, which are all writers who've been published or produced before. And so I went through their newsletter. I'm actually a member of that group. And then I went through a few other particular venues, email lists and playwright groups. And so we received, I'd say we got about 50 scripts. And I even had a query from Australia. I mean, that's the world we're in now.
I'm asking because this is community radio, and
Right.
In Columbia, and which most people really don't know. But you apparently know because you know this area in Hudson, Catskill. We have a chunk of really, really talented people. They're all over the place.
Listen, I'm involved with another group called Plays in Progress, and they work out of the Hudson Opera House.
Oh, okay.
So we've got readings coming up there May 11th. Maybe I'll come back next month for that one.
Yeah, absolutely, because our folks, especially the ones who listen to this station, if you're ever doing something like that, I'm sure you'll get a chunk of good work from the folks around here. We've got musicians, playwrights, and artists all over the place.
Oh, listen, I'm actually doing a reading tonight in Woodstock. Is Woodstock in Greene County?
No.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I can't talk about that.
No, yeah, sure you can.
No. That's a great script, and that was done in New Jersey recently. It's called The English Bride, and 3-character piece, and that's being done in Woodstock tonight. But just as you say, there is so much talent up here, and just people, You just got to get out there, folks. I mean, it's there.
I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing from you again on future projects. This one is coming up on this Saturday at Columbia Green Community College. The name of the reading is Years of the Sky, a play by Barbara Blantner, right? Blattner.
Yeah.
And we are sitting here with the director of the play, Stewart J. Zully, and it is going to be at what time?
7:30 Saturday night, April 27th.
7:30 Saturday night. And you know what I always say, be there or be square. So, and we look forward to seeing you again. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just that's it. I think it's great, this station, and for the listeners to come out and support local talent who just happen to live here, but they're talented and they work everywhere.
Yeah, they're talented and they work. That's exactly right. They're very talented and they work everywhere.
Yeah,
and it's just a delight. Being, as I told you, I'm only here like 4 years, and it's just crazy coming from having lived in New York City for 45 years.
Me too.
This is Greenwich Village where you can breathe.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, just Hudson right here. I mean, there's just so much going on. You know, people in the city, they think, oh, you're in the sticks. No, you're not in the sticks. You just got to get up and get out. Really. I mean, you got tremendous performers in Helsinki over here, and you got Time Space Limited. You've got other theaters that are popping up, and musicians are coming up here, and it is incredible. The arts and the cultural scene here is terrific.
Well, and as you know from when you were listening, we are celebrating the birthday of Ella Fitzgerald.
Wow.
Born on this day, April 25th, in 1917, born in Newport News, Virginia, the daughter of William and Temperance Fitzgerald. Mother's nickname was Tempy. And I had asked the audience, the morning audience, if they knew Ella's connection to Hudson. And so I just want to remind you again of Ella's connection to Hudson. Ella, when she was a child, was abused by a family member, and she spent some time being a lookout for a numbers running outfit, and she got caught. And fortunately and unfortunately, there wasn't enough room in the colored orphan asylum in Riverdale, which is so she wound up at the New York Training School for Girls in Hudson. It's in New York,
amazing.
Which is now our own correctional center right here in Hudson.
Wow.
So that's where she wound up. And and naturally, she
got out.
escaped. She escaped, and she was homeless at 8 years old.
That's incredible what she did.
The First Lady of Song, the Queen of Jazz, Lady Ella, and she. I wonder if there's anybody that she didn't sing with. When I was going over my notes last night. One thing about having somebody like Ella Fitzgerald, you really don't have to work too hard.
Right, she's everywhere.
Here's Ella Fitzgerald and Harry Sweets and Blue Skies. Thank you, Stewart J. Zully. Remember, Years of the Sky, Saturday, Columbia Green Community College.
Thank you.